the business we are in at LSU, providing a world-class experience for our student athletes to compete and earn their degrees.
Hello, Tiger fans. I'm Emily Dixon, and you're watching Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee. We have a packed show for you tonight as we stop in at spring football, go behind the scenes with new men's basketball head coach Matt McMahon, and get all the reactions from LSU baseball's big win in Gainesville. So let's start there with the voice of the Tigers, Chris Blair, as he catches up with head coach Jay Johnson to get his thoughts on the Tigers' big turnaround against the Gators.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Bud Light.
1-1. Hit high in the air to right field. Giving chases. Thompson still going. It is out of here. 3-run blast for Braden Jobert.
Good job. Magic moment, 3rd inning, 3-run bomb, Braden Jobert.
Thompson going back, the wind carrying this. Thompson at the wall, makes a leap, and it's gone! Jobert with his 2nd home run of the series. Travinsky drives one deep down the line in left. This ball stay fair. It will. It is gone! Another 2-run home run here in the top of the 4th inning. Neely the 1-2. Hit towards the gap, right center field. This ball jetting out of here, and this one is gone. I mean, on a frozen rope to right center. Welcome back, Tiger fans, to this week's show. Happy to be joined now with head baseball coach Jay Johnson. And, Coach, very successful trip over to Gainesville, Florida. You guys take 2 of 3. Congratulations, picking up your first SEC Series win of the year. And, again, that's something that doesn't happen. LSU hadn't taken a series over there since 2012. In fact, I guess the rest of the SEC may thank you that Florida hadn't given up an SEC home series loss since 2019, but congratulations.
Thank you. It's a great accomplishment for our team. A lot of respect for their program. I think in terms of big picture, them and Vanderbilt right now are kind of the kings of the SEC in college baseball. It's where we want to get the Tigers back to. The only way to do it is through it. So in the big picture, it means a lot. In the short term, it's just one weekend, and we got to get on to the next.
Now, obviously, a bunch of big weekends coming up for you, but I wanted to go back and look at how your guys bounced back. Tough night on Friday, had some opportunities, unable to kind of get over the hump. And I know talking to you before the game Saturday, you said, hey, we told the guys, you got to be the aggressor. Yes. And I thought from Saturday on through Sunday, that's exactly what the Tigers were.
Yeah, I mean, Hunter Barco on Friday, the old adage, good pitching beats good hitting, and he's one of the best in the country. You know, when you look at that game on the schedule, you know, it's like, okay, this is going to be one of the more challenging ones just based on him alone. And he pitched well on Friday. We did have some opportunities early where you get that one more at bat and maybe it changes the dynamic of that game. But I was pleased with how our players responded. The ability to go and attack the game on all phases, at the plate, on defense, and from the mound. And I thought our players did a really good job of that the last 2 days, and hopefully got a blueprint of mindset of how they need to approach things, because when they do, they can be pretty good.
I thought, again, along with the aggressive style at the plate, the fact that you really got great production from your bullpen. Not only what they did when they were on the mound, but protecting the arms going into that weekend.
Yeah, big time. I mean, kind of going through the whole weekend, kind of a small unsung hero on Friday was Bryce Collins, you know, coming in and giving us 3 innings, doing 2 things. Number one, it didn't force us to use any other pitchers. Number 2, kept the game close enough so they brought in one of their better relievers who wasn't quite as sharp yesterday and allowed us to open the game up. yesterday. If that game gets away from us, then they can kind of pick and choose who they put in. So it's a good job by Bryce. Moving into Saturday, got a great start from Mikhail. For 5 innings, was about as good as you could be. And then how he pitched them gave Paul a real advantage, Paul Gervais, when he came in, because it's such a different look and approach. And I thought Paul really took advantage of that. Once we opened the game up in the top of the 9th, we rolled Trent out there in 8 pitches, and that was awesome, and kept him available for the next day if we needed. And then 2 freshmen on Sunday. Great start by Sam Dutton. Really impressive to me was his poise in the first inning. Loaded up the bases kind of by his own doing, but got himself together and got us out of that with a 0. I thought that was the most important part of the game yesterday. And then we get the 4 and then turn the ball over to Grant Taylor, who I think's got a great future here as a starter and multiple innings guy. And he pitched with great intent, all his pitches for strikes, and really held that game down.
One of the things I heard you talk about, you talked to me about it on Saturday and Sunday, it's kind of a football terminology. Protect the baseball, hold on to the baseball, value the baseball. You made a change in the middle of the infield, but overall, with Cade Doty playing at short, Jordan Thompson at second, I thought they both played very well for you, but overall the defense played very well.
Yeah, it has to be the standard, and I'll be honest, I thought we handled the ball great in the fall. Leading into the season, we had like a 5 or 6 inter-squad stretch where you're playing defense on both sides without an error. So a little bit surprised that some of those struggles kind of reared their head, and it's hurt us. And some of the losses you can directly point to a defensive play shifting the game. So just understanding that we have to be better, we're working at it, and I wanted to be patient, with the personnel part of it, but the urgency of us needing to handle the ball better to support our pitching staff and keep the momentum of our game in our dugout, I thought it was important, and I was pleased with Cade. He's a tough-minded player, probably could play any position on the field and give you a great effort. And then Jordan really slowed the game down well at second base, made some nice plays. So that's what we'll do going forward for right now.
All right, well, again, a huge win on the road against the Florida Gators. But, Coach, you come back home. As you said in the beginning, it's one series, you got another one coming at you. It'll be the Auburn Tigers coming in here to the box. And I know it's a big opportunity for your team, big opportunity for the fans to come in.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of respect for Auburn, and looking at them from afar, I haven't dug into them just yet, but very offensive team, older, stronger, position players that can change games with one swing, competing hard. I saw some of the first game of the Ole Miss series 2 weeks ago that was very competitive, and Ole Miss, I think, is one of the better teams in our league this year. So they look like they're playing with some confidence. Went down to College Station and won a series against Texas A&M. So every weekend's a challenge. I expect it to be a challenge. It's a shorter week, so that presents a different dynamic where you play the Tuesday game and then that Thursday game is right on top of you. So we got to be ahead of it and not let it speed up on us.
Now, again, Coach, looked like the guys created their own energy on the road there in Gainesville. Don't think they'll have to. They'll be Tiger fans here this weekend. Thanks for visiting with us. We'll see you next week, and best of luck this weekend.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
All right, let's take a quick look at some of the big highlights from the series in Gainesville as the Tigers took 2 out of 3 from the Florida Gators.
3-1 pitch. Hit high in the air to right field. Thompson going back on the track, and this ball is gone! Trey Morgan with a 2-run blast, and the Tigers take a 2-0 lead right out of the gate here in the top of the first inning. 8-0 LSU leads, bottom of the third inning, 2 outs and a 2-2 count. Halter awaits. Hilliard fires, breaking ball, swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Halter. And runners first and second, nobody holding them on, and Cruz drives one high and deep to center field. A Cruz missile at the wall, and it is gone! 3-run home run by Dylan Cruz. The exclamation point tonight. His 6th home run. That makes it 16-4 Fighting Tigers. Thompson going back, the wind carrying this. Thompson at the wall, makes a leap, and it's gone! Joe Bear with his 2nd home run of the series. Travinsky drives one deep down the line in left. This ball stay fair. It will. It is gone! Another 2-run home run here in the top of the 4th inning. Neely the 1-2, hit towards the gap, right center field. This ball jetting out of here, and this one is gone. I mean, on a frozen rope to right center. The 0-1 to Thompson, off speed. He launches it towards right center field, coming down quickly. It will drop. They'll wave Morgan around third. He'll come in without a throw. Cruise into third base, and the Tigers make it 7-0 with an RBI single off the bat of Jordan Thompson. The pitch. Base hit into right field, near the line. Giving chase is Sterling Thompson. He'll chase it to the wall. They're going to wave around Dugas. He's on his way in. The throw from first is handled but dropped. Riopel didn't hold on. Safe at home is Dugas. It's a 2-2 count. The Tigers up 11-2. Taylor, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Brought the high fastball. Lastra's down on strikes, and the Tigers win.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks.
Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice. And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method? Brings out the citrus notes. Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We're rich.
Hi, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah!
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
We get it. It feels like everything has changed. Masking up, changing demands at work, fewer gatherings. But one thing hasn't changed. Our commitment to your health. It's why Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group keeps finding better ways to serve you. Video visits with one of our providers, online scheduling, weekend hours, and nearly 100 locations where providers know your medical history. Our Lady of the Lake Physician Group, providing you with the best care where and when you need it.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Assurance Financial. When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. Lending the way home buyers prefer it.
Everything is about attitude. You come out here with the right attitude, think the right way, pay attention, let's get some work done today. It's the first day, okay? We're not trying to get all 15 done today, but we want to get better. This is a process for us, right? So just like January and February and March, you guys had great energy, great excitement every time you went in the weight room, and that's a carryover to what we saw on the field. You gotta think the right way. You've got to have an attention to detail. Nothing changes because all of a sudden we throw football pads on. All the little things that matter still matter. It's the consistent application of our process. We're going to do that every day. Another step as we build this process towards a championship team.
It's week 2 of spring football practices under the Brian Kelly era. And to no surprise, fans always have their eye on that quarterback position. With the addition of transfer Jaden Daniels, there are now 4 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster this spring. But the veteran of the group is Miles Brennan. I caught up with Brennan to talk about his return to LSU, his recovery process, and what his mindset is going into year 6 with the Tigers. Hi, Tiger fans. Emily Dixon here, catching up with quarterback Miles Brennan just as spring ball gets started for the Tigers. And Miles, LSU fans got some good news over the holidays when you took your name out of the transfer portal and decided to come back to LSU for your final year. What went into that decision-making process following the hiring of Coach Kelly?
Yeah, so really, I mean, Coach Kelly reached out to me, and I went and met with him, and we had a really good conversation, and it was just like, you know, come back and compete. And I thought, you know, to have the opportunity to come back here, place I wanted to be to begin with, to finish out my you know, college career, my journey here, I just feel like that's a perfect, you know, it was meant to be. That's a perfect piece of my story.
Coach Kelly now will be the third head coach you have played for since committing to LSU. What is it about his approach, now that you've been around him a couple months, that you've seen that's different than the coaches in the past?
He's very, very involved. I mean, especially with the offense. He's at every quarterback drill we're doing. He's at every offensive drill we're doing. He's in the meetings, you know, and he's just he's giving input, and it's really nice, and it's been super helpful for us to be able to learn from him and to be able to have a guy who cares, you know, about the offense just like he does the defense.
With shuffling with the head coach also comes a lot of shuffling on staff. Right. Third head coach, fifth offensive coordinator since you've been at LSU. Now that you've been around Mike Denbrock for a little bit, what do you feel about the offense that he wants to install here for LSU?
It's his offense, and he knows it like the back of his hand, and so he wants to make sure that we also understand it and know it like the back of our hand. But he has fun with it. You know, he's very passionate about it. He loves the game. He loves running the offense. And mistakes are going to happen, but you know, as long as we're learning from them each day and not making the same ones the next day, we'll be just fine.
You're a veteran around here, been around for sometimes I think as long as I have, but not too much. I'm a little bit older. But now that you're going through strength and conditioning drills with Jake Flint and a new staff there, you're starting spring ball with a whole new staff. How have you seen the players and the team transition this offseason with all of the changes?
It's been really cool to see, you know, and obviously the guys who were here for the bowl game had like that month of December to kind of get the transition, but when I came back in January with the early enrollees, it was new for all of us, especially me, because it was kind of a new setting. But just, you know, once we were used to it, it's cool. We all love it. It's awesome. It's a high tempo. You get in there, you work, and you get out, and so it's been fun. And we've all been having fun, and it's just it's nice to be able to have fun playing football again.
Lastly, Coach Kelly has said he wants competition at every spot on the field, and that's something that you are no stranger to and have not shied away from in that element of the game. So as you go through these 15 practices, what are you hoping to show the coaches when it comes to your preparation and style of play ending spring ball?
That I'm capable to lead this team, and I believe that, and I know everyone else believes that. But of course, it's competition, and this will be my 5th or 6th quarterback competition, you know, so this is nothing new to me. We're going to make each other better every day. The whole room's going to make each other better. I'm going to go out there and do my thing. I'm confident. I know what to do. I know how to get it done, and that's what I'll do.
Well, thank you so much, Miles. Great having you back for interviews, back on the team and in the quarterback room, and looking forward to a great spring.
Well, thank you.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
It's Ford Truck Month, America. With new inventory arriving daily, it's time to get after it in a Ford F-150 and a Ford Ranger. Stop by your local Ford dealer today and let us help you custom order your truck your way. Then we'll get after building it. It's Ford Truck Month. Visit your local Ford dealer today. Get 0 for $66 and $500 bonus cash plus an additional $2,000 retail order bonus cash on Ford F-150. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Now is the time for new beginnings, for holding each other's hands, for encouraging each other, and for working together. At Women's, our mission is to improve the health of all women and infants. So today, we're focused on new ways to care for you and keep you safe. Because seeing you healthy and strong is important to us.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks. Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method? Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really, really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by TJ Rizz, legendary Louisiana barbecue.
LSU AD Scott Woodward worked quickly to land Murray State's Matt McMahon, who became the head coach of the men's basketball program last week. From a private jet plane ride to the first glimpses of the PMAC, we were along with him the entire way. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at Coach McMahon's welcome to campus.
I'm gonna learn a lot here on the fly. Yeah. I've got some reading to do here on the plane. That's great. My crew left me.
Text and calls you got.
Oh, it's ridiculous. I hadn't even gotten through my NCAA tournament ones yet. Oh, wow. Awesome. Thank you.
And the team's first of the quarter.
Coach.
More, buddy. Yeah.
It's an honor.
Good to see you. Good to
Great to see you.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So you and the Heisman, you get a locker forever. I like it. You think it'll be fun in here on Saturday nights? Oh, you're up on that one too.
Square feet of building designed to get your mind right.
I like it. I like that.
So just the concept of every time you walk in here, it's about getting better, working on things, and leaving out. So we drop it down here, cut back, because we can monitor the usage. It just wasn't feasible, right? So
that's hilarious. Pistol Pete. Gus, Matt McMahon. Great to meet you. Look at that.
Is that the locker room?
Is this a conversation? Conversation is just talking together. Yeah, it's on the camera. You don't have to look at cameras. Me and you talking. It's for our podcast.
Yeah, is that okay at the end to thank people there?
I'd go to the beginning, but if you want to do it at the end, but whatever you want.
Here we go.
Here we go.
You better be clapping. Good afternoon. This is truly an incredibly special and a historic day for me and my family. I was going to save my thank yous there to Murray State for later, so I don't break down, because we had some special people there. Spent 11 years there. It truly is a dream come true.
Thanks,
awesome. Thank
right,
you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Great to meet you. Matt McMahon. Great to meet you. You played as well?
No, I was 12 years here with the men's basketball program.
Wow.
Looking forward to
Let's
seeing
go
what
Tigers.
you do with us. Go Tigers.
It's going to be fun. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Coach, let's see a strike.
Hey, frame that.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Sports after this break.
We're Dudley DeBosier. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we love being back here on campus.
It's where we began our journey as lawyers.
And it keeps us connected to the community we pledged to serve.
This place has made a difference in so many lives across the state.
And it inspires us to do the same.
We're a law firm that cares about this community.
And that's the Dudley DeBosier difference.
Demand Dudley DeBosier, official partner of LSU Athletics. 444-4444.
You need more layers, diagonal layers.
I got it, Ron. Thanks. Leave him alone, Dad. Oh, honey, you should use ice blocks instead of cubes.
No, Bud Light Seltzer goes on top.
Diagonal layers.
Did you pre-chill the Bud Light lemonades?
Need more ice.
And diagonal layers.
I mean, if you're gonna do it right.
I don't need my hands getting cold.
Why don't you try using the Plumsky method?
Brings out the citrus notes.
Dad?
Gotta crush the ice, son.
Okay, I'm out.
What's his problem?
Whenever packing the cooler really, really matters, there's a Bud Light there.
Mommy, guess what? We're it.
Hi, that's fake, mi amor. Ice cream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Protect your connected devices with advanced security included with Cox Panoramic Wi-Fi.
As humankind faces its most critical challenges yet, the world demands leaders, and LSU is taking up the charge. The research we do here goes everywhere to protect communities threatened by climate change, so you can live your life with fewer worries about tomorrow. We're formulating a better way for everyone, because at LSU, our calling is humanity.
When you support, she soars. When you donate, he delivers. When you provide, they prevail. Since 1987, TAF members have lifted the minds, bodies, and spirits of LSU student athletes, making sure they have what they need to succeed in competition, the classroom, and in life. When you give, they go.
This segment of Inside LSU Sports is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health, one of Louisiana's largest pediatric healthcare networks.
As promised, it was a jam-packed show, and we will do it all again right here next week as spring sports continue to roll around campus. I'm Emily Dixon, and as always, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Inside LSU Sports presented by Community Coffee. We'll see you next week.
Inside LSU Sports, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 8 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Planet Fitness, official gym partner of the LSU Tigers. Rouse's Markets, official supermarket of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers.